Hey Exiles, I'm mad. So originally, I wanted to make a positive video talking about the Payday 3 heist experience. I wanted to talk about the pros and cons of the game and how much I love it, but it just needs some work. But then the absolute atrocity that was launch day and the current matchmaking system happened. These combined changed my mind entirely on what kind of video I wanted to make. So here I am, now talking about what happened at launch. September 21st, 11 a.m. The game just launched on Steam, and everybody was rushing to download it, excited to play. Then, it finished downloading, and instantly servers went down. Now, I wasn't too upset considering it's an online game, but after a couple of hours, the servers were back up and people could start playing. Then 4 o'clock hit. Kids were getting out of school and the servers went down. Then 5 o'clock rolled around and people were starting to get off of work and log into the game, making the situation much worse. Now again, I understood what was happening at the time, so I wasn't too upset, but then 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and the servers were still down. That's when I started to have issues. I can understand the servers being down for a few hours, but 5 hours and counting and still no fix in sight? I just played something else and went to bed. Once I got up the next day, I checked the Payday 3 Twitter account, and it looks like it was around 11 p.m. when they got the servers back up. So I did my morning routine and hopped on Payday 3 around 10 a.m. And thankfully, the servers were working, so I continued to record my footage for the video. But that only lasted for about an hour, and once again, the servers went down. Alright y'all, I want you to understand where I'm coming from. Picture me, a broke 19-year-old, support me on Patreon, trying to make a YouTube video on a new game coming out. I had my mom help me film a skit for the video, and I think it turned out really good. But I can't use it because that video was going to be positive, talking about the game being good. But it just needs some time to be perfect. But I don't want to recommend a game that you can't even play a lot of the time because of the server outages. As of writing this script on September 26th, there has been a long server outage every day since the game has come out. Now, the people at Overkill and Strawberries have put out apologies several times for the server issues, and they have given us a statement about what happened. TLDR, they didn't expect that many people to play their game, that after they fixed the first outages, the people who were hosting their servers messed up and took a long time to fix it. Moving away from the server issue for a bit, the challenges in this game being used for progression is one of the worst ideas ever. Why is it when I play a 20-minute heist with my favorite weapons, I can get no XP? Basically, the challenges in this game are like, get X amount of kills with Y weapon, or complete X amount of heists Y times. Why is it that in a co-op PvE game, I must play playstyles I don't like just so I can complete a pistol challenge and level up so I can get more skill points? Now, in order to do these challenges, you need to get into a match if the servers aren't down. But the matchmaking in this game is possibly the worst thing I have ever seen. Right now, people are min-maxing challenge completions. So if you want to play a heist that's not fast like Road Rage or the jewelry store one, good luck finding a lobby. And if you do find a lobby, 9 times out of 10, it will be some sweat lords stealthing trying to finish as fast as possible. And not like you can communicate with them because there is no pre-game chat. Why can't I talk to my teammates in a co-op game before we start? So if you want to do stealth or loud, you need to spam the chat right when you get into the game so people can see what you want to do. But what if you don't want to deal with people and decide to go solo? Well, sucks to be you because there is no offline mode. So that means when the servers are down and you want to play solo, you can't. If you have a bad internet connection at the time and play solo, you're gonna lag because you have to still connect to a server. Why was this not something even thought about considering Payday 2 has a great offline mode? Also, while I'm just complaining, I am very scared of the DLCs for this game. How the game is set up currently is, you click on whatever heist you want to play, choose the difficulty, and press find game. But I'm worried about the DLC heist because how it's set up currently, you wouldn't be able to even play the DLC heists. For those who don't know, in Payday 2, if you didn't own a DLC heist that you wanted to play, all you needed to do was find a public match on crime.net of someone else hosting that heist and you could just join them. But that will not work in Payday 3 at this current time, because if you look for whatever heist and can't find a lobby, it will just make a new one, assuming it's going to be like Payday 2 and you can't make lobbies for heists you don't own. And that's even more worrying because if a DLC adds a new heist and like 3 new weapons, you are locked out of completing the challenges for them. And during one of the devlogs, they told us that when some of the DLC comes out, the level cap is going to be changed as adjusted for the challenges added, meaning if you don't spend more money on this game, there is a potential that you will be locked out of some skill points for your build because you can't complete any more challenges. And you know what else? Look at this. These were data mined from the game. And I don't know about you, but this looks like the game's versions of crime.net. I can't think of any rational idea why this wasn't put into the game. Not only does it look better, but it would fix the issue of trying to find lobbies essentially randomly. Now, since it's been a few days since launch, there have been some theories on why the game was released in this way, and I'll put my favorite and possibly most plausible one on the screen. You can pause if you want to read the whole thing, but TLDR, Starbreeze needed more funding, so they signed over publishing rights to Deep Silver, and seeing how much money was made from Payday 2, they wanted Payday 3 to be online only to prevent people from pirating and using DLC unlockers. That might be why we have this, to be honest, half-assed quick match lobby system, instead of crime.net that we all know and love. But of course that's just a theory, and we don't know any specifics, and I doubt we ever will. But at the end of all this, I still love this game. I don't think the hate is unwarranted, but I hope the people who review bomb the game to mostly negative on Steam come back after a patch or two and give the game a fair review. And for my positive video, I still plan on making it. I really want to. I just want some of these fundamental issues fixed before I do. I just don't feel good recommending a game to y'all that just needs a little bit more time in the oven before it's ready to enjoy. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and as I mentioned earlier, I have a Patreon now. If you feel like supporting a young man trying to start his stream, you can donate $1 a month. Anyway, I'll see y'all later. Bye.